All right, there, viewers. Welcome back to Chelsea and fixture table rather, not really a league table, is on screen now. Fulham today, Premier League action. We need to win, and I'll explain why in just a minute. It's hotting up. So last time out, you saw us dispatch West Ham, struggling West Ham, 7-1. We followed up with a 1-0 defeat at Tottenham. This was a big game for us, given Tottenham were the team above us. Had we won this, we would have gone into 4th place at the expense of Tottenham. But as it was, they pulled away. I'm not going to say FM'd, but we sort of were. And then we followed that up with a 1-0 defeat at Villarreal. Deja vu, FM'd. So good performances, just no goals. You start to worry. But then we've had 3 nice home games. We came back to beat Villarreal. Somehow they scored 1. Even that's a bit of an FM, in fairness. Late doors, though, didn't really mean anything. Morata hat-trick sending us through. 5-0 home victory over bottom of the table. Cardiff, perhaps to be expected, but again, we were absolutely dominant in the game, and that was good. Then a 4-2 home victory over Southampton. Again, bit of an FMing, really. They shouldn't have scored twice, but they did. Finally, Belotti's got off the mark. He's actually scored 4 goals in 2 games. Hopefully, that continues here. You can see Fulham in 16th place. Let's have a quick look at this league table. Let's have a look at it a little bit bigger than this, shall we? And there we go. So, yeah, we're now actually in 4th. But Tottenham do have a game in hand, as they skipped a game because of cup final duty, which they won. Hence the reason they've already qualified for the Europa League. For our opponents today, Fulham down in 16th place. So they're struggling, desperate for points. Hopefully, we have enough about us to put them away at the Cottage. We seem to be stronger at home, which is no real surprise. But yeah, as I say, Belotti started to score goals. He's had a good couple of games. He's now got 4 in 8 starts, which is pretty good. And Morata continues to be strong with 26 in 41. Hazard, the main contributor of assists, 15. Probably won't play today. Did take a knock in the last game, so he's probably going to have to sit out, or at least sit on the bench. Yeah, he took a knock against Southampton last week. And that's going to hurt us because we haven't really got enough width in this team. Willian's not great in the wide area. Neither is Pedro, really, but he seems to be better than Willian. Even Victor Moses is getting a go. So we may have to bring in Moses to play right side with Pedro left. We'll see. I'll see you pitch side with the team in just a second. So there are the teams then. We are missing the creativity of Hazard today. I'm not even including him on the bench. We're just not going to risk it. So Willian goes left side with Moses going right side. Pedro dropping to the bench. We keep Jorginho in the middle with Conte. Kovacic is still out, injured sadly. So yeah, Azpilicueta right back and Marcos Alonso continues at left back. Hopefully, as I say, we can go out there and get a win. We expect nothing less than a win, rather. I keep saying more than a win, but you can't get more than a win. What can you get that's more than a win? Let me know. He is just being rested. That's Hazard. You can't play him. He's only just passed a fitness test, so we don't want to rush the boy. Ryan Sessegnon early doors, and Kante plays it out. Don't know why he had to do that, but there he did. Early doors, then Azpilicueta's been obviously the target of a couple of fouls because he took a knock early doors, fitness dropped, and then he actually has picked up a slight actual injury, so a foot injury. So they're obviously kicking him. Victor Moses, though, with the throw into Zappacosta, that's Azpilicueta's replacement. Launch deep, but Vieto heads away. Willian now strikes, and a great finish from Willian. He hasn't really inspired me this season. But that kind of thing will definitely do that. Great strike from Willian. That's more what I want to see from the wingers. And we convert this chance, which didn't even seem like a chance there. Willian, curling effort beautifully into that upper 90. Great finish from the boy. A throw in now then. Seri plays it up towards Chambers, who's gone down. Didn't seem much in that to me. You can never tell. Kepa's pretty good on the penalty save, but you can't expect him to do it every time as Mitrovic sends him the wrong way and equalises the game. I'm not convinced it was a penalty, but what are we going to do? We've got no VAR. We've got no VAR in this. I don't think we need to watch it. We will do, though. He's just chipped it beyond the goalkeeper. No problem. Marcos Alonso with this free kick. Can we get straight back in front? No, we can't. Morata's hot or cold, to be honest. And that's the same with most strikers in in FM19. As far as I can tell, no one goes on really hot runs. It's one good game, one bad game, and mixed results in between. Vieto tackled nicely, and hopefully we come forward now. Willian, Marat on this left side. Can he cross? He can. He's looking for Moses. Doesn't get there. Zappacosta. Jorginho. So Willian, almost replicating his first goal of the game, and first in many months as well. Only his second of the season, that was. Chambers plays the ball out to Le Marchand, and Sessegnon, Kearney. Le Marchand, I don't know who that is, to be honest. Excuse my ignorance of what I assume is a Frenchman, or a Belgian perhaps, who knows. Mitrovic to Kearney, and Fulham playing it quite nicely. But Zappacosta steps across and Rudiger plays it on to Moses, and hopefully we click into gear now and move forward. Belotti, Jorginho, a lot of space on this left side, and that's where we go for. Willian drives into goal, but I think it was a little bit deflected, and Sergio Rico claimed it comfortably. Fulham quite keen to play out from the back, as here they come again with Seri. We're still just before the 40th minute mark. It's a poor ball though, and Moses can pick it up. Jorginho again, left side, we've got a lot of space. Willian, not the greatest ball, and Kearney can bring it away, but we deal with that 2-on-1 basically there. Belotti back to Moses. Willian strikes, and again a deflection, but Willian is making things happen. This is far more like it, Willian. I was actually thinking about perhaps moving him on in the summer, depending what kind of interest there was. But this is making me think twice, as you would. Willian here, heavily deflected, sent Sergio Rico the wrong way and restores our goal advantage. There's still action to be had before the break, as we have a free kick that works its way now to Jorginho, to Conte. Can he thread this through the right side? He can. Moses, Zappacosta, can he cross? Yes, he can. Thought Belotti might have done better with that. In my mind, Belotti's quite a bit of a battering ram, but doesn't seem to win too many headers. But Morata, agonisingly wide, looks for placement rather than power. And we're going at the break 2-1. You can see it's the only opportunity really that Fulham have had. Goal scorer Mitrovic off injured now, so that gives us a little bit of a boost perhaps. We'll tell the boys not to be complacent. Moses looks stressed, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And we get play underway in this second half with a goal advantage to protect. And straight after the break then, Moses throw in, back to him from Conte, and Moses crosses, is looking for Belotti, who doesn't even climb. And, well, it looks as though we could have actually got in ahead of Rico, but we didn't even attempt it. But again, we win the ball back in that area, and that's a really poor ball from Jorginho. Another player who's really has impressed me in very small part, but nothing as we play the ball through for Fulham and Ferreira. Good save from Kepa. I mean, if Fulham can't pass it themselves, we'll just tackle it nicely for them. FM is still FM in that regard, as Belotti will pick up this clearance and run the ball away from danger. Well, I thought he was going to, and then Vieto just ran in front of him. I expect a little bit more from Belotti as well. Maybe that's just what we are at this season. Is we all expected a little bit more. Christie to Anguissa. Conte steps in as he likes to do. Belotti plays it right now. Victor Moses. It's a terrible pass, Victor. It's a terrible, terrible ball curling away from your man. And, well, Fulham might take advantage as a man. There's two players free, and they hit the crossbar. I think we've seen enough from Victor to pull him at this point. That was two pretty poor moments. We're going to get Pedro on the right side. I mean, rating-wise, Moses hasn't had a bad game there, but that was pretty hospital. So last 15 or so minutes of the game, I think we're going to bring off Jorginho for Ross Barkley. That'll draw close to our opportunities to make changes. We've been well in charge of this game, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at this point, and I can just see Fulham snatching an equaliser at this point, to be quite honest. And well, I'm talking my way through, and hopefully now with 30 seconds to go, that's not even getting an opportunity. Barkley brings it forward, just needs to be calm with it. Tackled, but falls back to Pedro. Barkley again. Conte plays the ball diagonally, and Willian will pick it up on his left side. Crosses, headed away by Chambers. Ross Barkley has a strike. Why not? Sergio Rico deflecting that one out for a corner, but it won't matter. That should be the game, as Pedro steps up to drift this corner. there won't be time, and that is the full-time whistle. 2-1 at the Cottage. Chelsea win. It was a bit of a disappointing. We do need to step up a little bit better. Again, really guilty of that. I think statistically a better performance than we actually saw, but yeah. Obviously now we've played 2 games extra over Tottenham, but we do have a 4-point buffer. Hopefully Spurs will not win both of those games in hand. I think they've got Southampton and probably Fulham, so games you might expect them to win. But looking at their running away at Man United, we have got Man United again this calendar year, this season, but we're at home, so that might give us a better shot at actually beating them. I think our running is slightly more comfortable once we're past Arsenal, but again, these are home games rather than away games, and that's the vital point. I think we're in a good position, and we should be able to hopefully finish 4th. Obviously, we're 3 points off Manchester United. With a game against Man United, we could pull them back into the mix. You never know. Do pop a like on there for me. We'll look forward to the next game. I think that it's difficult, isn't it? Because the Man United game is probably more interesting, but keen to do the calendar, the months game. So I think we'll come back for the Newcastle away game. Newcastle having a decent season, up in 8th. I wonder who replaced Benitez. Actually, let's have a quick look, shall we? Manaher's Chris Wilder is in charge, having left Sheffield United presumably. So yeah, good manager there. Got a lot of respect for Chris Wilder, to be quite honest. But yeah, as I say, do pop a like on there for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's far more Football Manager 2019 content coming very soon. And I'll see you again on the next video. Take care and goodbye.